GE Capital plans to bring 1,000 jobs to Chicago over the next 3 years. The announcement comes months after Mayor Rahm Emanuel met with General Electric CEO Jeff Immelt, whom he knew personally as White House Chief of Staff. Chicago currently has an unemployment rate of 8.7%, just pointing that out. Time to let the Willis watchdogs out. Yu-Dee Chang is the chief trader of Ace Investment Strategists. Amelia Antonetti is the CEO of AMA Productions. And Andy Levy is an ombudsman for Red Eye. Yu-Dee, I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's start with you.
Okay. Well, it's kind of interesting. I think bringing jobs back is always a good idea, right? It's great to have friends in high places. You make a call and you get a favor. Different than Chicago. It's a little bit different than Chicago politics. Usually, the mayors ask for a favor. But in this case, GE has 287,000 jobs all over the country, world for that matter. Over the years, they actually shipped out about 20% of the jobs overseas. By the way, Jerry, that's 58,000 jobs. So thank them for bringing back 1,000 jobs. I think more importantly, exactly. I think it's more importantly, now he's got some jobs out of them. Maybe they should start making them to pay taxes. That's more important.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Andy, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing here. The mayor of a city brought jobs to his city. Isn't that what he's supposed to be doing? Because he used his contacts at a former job and his current job, that's also what he's supposed to be doing. That's what you do when you go to a new job. You use your contacts from a former job to help out your new job. His new job is serving the people of Chicago, and that's what he's doing here. I don't see any problem with this.
Serving the people of Chicago, Amelia?
Absolutely. I look at this whole story going, okay, there's no reason to applaud. It's 1,000 jobs. It's already $5 billion worth of it. There's 11,000 customers sitting there. So there's no risk to him whatsoever. So he's backfilling sales that are already there. Why don't you employ 1,000 people and then go try to sell it, but spin it the other way, and I'll cheer for you.
But you don't have to cheer for him. But what's wrong with what he did here? He used his contacts to get 1,000 jobs to Chicago.
He did what any other CEO would be doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just wish they would pay taxes. That's my big thing. All right.
That's right.
Reports say DNA tests confirm a link between former International Monetary Fund Chief Dominic Strauss-Kahn and a hotel maid. DNA from Strauss-Kahn matched material found on the maid's shirt. That's the reports we're getting today. More tests taken from the hotel room are waiting to come back, so we can have more evidence. Andy?
Well, here's the thing. It's pretty obvious now that his defense is going to be that there was a sexual encounter, but that it was consensual. The problem is he originally claimed there was no encounter of any kind. I think he said he was off having lunch with his daughter when this supposedly happened. So it's not until word leaked, no pun intended, that the cops had DNA evidence that the story kind of became, oh, well, there was a sexual encounter, but it was consensual. That doesn't really make him look
Okay, let's try
good.
this story. Let's try that story. What do you say?
I love the fact that he's getting trapped in his own words. I mean, this is going to be a slow demise, and I will just laugh all the way. He is caught. He is caught.
Yu-Dee, what do you say?
I don't know. I can think of his Britney Spears song, womanizer, womanizer, womanizer. I don't know. The Chinese says, Chang-Fuchsia says, there's no wake if there's no wind, So, I mean, it's a shame. I think men sometimes.
There's no wind.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Sometimes men in power, just think they're invincible. In this case, it's not.
Did someone just sing, or did I dream that?
Ego and greed will kill any brand.
Just checking.
Totally true. All right, a new survey shows not only do women expect to earn less than men when starting a job, but they expect to wait longer for promotions, too. It's a Canadian study. Says women expect to make 14% less than men in a starting salary and will have to wait 2 months longer for a promotion. Amelia?
I'm not buying it. I am sorry. You know what? I read this a couple of times ago. None of the women that I know. I don't think so. And you also got to remember, so many women are more self-employed than men are. You know what I'm saying? We grow businesses at a faster rate than they do. But this study, for me, this is not one single person that I knew at any of my business groups.
Yu-Dee, does this sound familiar to you?
Well, first of all, this is a Canadian survey. Come on, Canadian. Sorry about that, but also we're talking about workplace, right? But this is definitely not the case in my household. Expectations there is very high for women. But workplace, I think it's possible. You think about it, it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? They do get paid a little bit less, thus they expect a little bit less, thus they take a little bit less. So I think it's possible expectation-wise. But in reality, I would like to know that. Truly, do they actually get paid a little bit less?
But the other component of this was that it seems like the men their expectations were inflated, and they were kind of inflating the salaries they thought that they would get, which I don't understand that. Guys,
shocker, a man being inflated, you're kidding.
Guys never inflate numbers, whether it's salary or whatever. So I could not believe that this was possible.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Blew my mind.
Right, me too. Okay, that's why you're the ombudsman. All right, how's this for luck? A man won $15 million in Atlantic City by playing $100,000 hands of blackjack. Casinos are even inviting him back by offering him a 20% discount on his losses. Now, he insists he's not cheating, but won't say about how he's winning. Andy, can you do this?
I can't, but I mean, look, he's clearly counting cards. I don't understand why the casinos let him keep playing. I would like to know how this guy is still even breathing oxygen. The casinos have gone soft. Back in my day, they would have known what to do with this freaking guy.
Yeah, inflated expectations. All right, I won't get over that. Amelia,
I think the support. I mean, the poker industry's been saying that it's skill, skill, skill. So that cards are not just luck; it's actually skill. I think he proves it.
Yu-Dee, could you do this?
Well, I think on this question, I would have to ask you to withhold my last name. But in this case, well, I don't know. I think that's a little tough. I was reading the story saying that the average hand is like $100,000 to win about $15 million. That's 150 times. That's really difficult to do. But I do realize that we probably found ourselves a new cast for Ocean's 14 with the name Don Johnson. It's a great stage name, too.
Hey, good point. I love that. All right, guys. Yu-Dee, Amelia, Andy, thanks so much for helping us today. Great job always.
Thank you.
All right, you have a great idea for a new product, but have no idea how to make it come to life.